I'm looking at your beautiful new tattoo. You have
Yeah.
and I saw the documentary, which I loved. But I know what this means, but explain what the rose means to you.
Well, the rose is kind of like, I guess, to be honest, I made up a meaning because I just like the way it looks. But it's kind of like finding the beauty within kind of like the roughness of like.
It's on the other
this
side.
Oh,
yeah.
It's this side.
You don't even know where your tattoo is.
Yeah, I know.
This is my ex-girlfriend, so I kind of try to cover her face up with some shading, but people still know.
Let's be real, Justin Bieber has been spiraling a bit lately. From cryptic posts to emotional throwbacks, it's like he's trapped in this nostalgic loop that always leads back to one person, Selena Gomez. Fans have been watching it unfold like it's the start of some dramatic rom-com reboot. The Justin and Selena saga isn't new, but lately it feels less like a phase and more like a permanent state of mind. Whether it's subtle hints in his music, vintage merch, or oddly specific tattoos, something always seems to point back to her. And now, with Justin finally opening up about one of his most talked about tattoos, the rose on his neck things just got a whole lot more interesting. He says there's a meaning behind it, but is it really about beauty in the struggle? Or is this yet another not-so-subtle tribute to his forever muse? Let's get into it. But first, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a weekly deep dive like this. It's free, and it seriously helps us keep the content coming for you. So here's the scoop. Justin recently spoke about the infamous rose tattoo. And no, it wasn't part of some dramatic tell-all. It came up casually during an interview when someone pointed it out and asked about the meaning. You could literally see him pause like he hadn't actually thought it through. Then he goes, well, I kind of made up a meaning. Yup. He straight up admitted that he just liked how it looked, had no big hidden symbolism, no poetic story, not even a nod to his wife. Just vibes. Then he added something vague about how it could represent finding beauty in tough situations. You know, the whole roses have thorns metaphor. Which okay isn't a terrible explanation, but it felt like he was scrambling to give it depth on the spot. Now here's where things start to get messy in the best way. Fans have been convinced for ages that this particular tattoo is about Selena. It sits right next to his patient's tattoo on his neck, which already gives it a spotlight. And it's not just any rose, it's this delicate, long-stemmed, black and white design with a faint, almost intentional curve in the petals that fans say looks like an S. That small detail was enough to send the internet into full detective mode. Photos, lyrics, old interview clips, you name it, fans pulled receipts. Roses have always been a symbol linked to Justin and Selena's relationship. So when he dropped this ink, the theories exploded. The tattoo artist, none other than Dr. Wu, who also tattoos Hailey Bieber. And Justin even tagged and thanked him when revealing the piece. So let's just take a second to think about that. You're getting a tattoo that might reference your ex, and your wife's tattoo artist is the one doing it. That's layered and a little messy. Then came Hailey's subtle reactions. She hasn't said anything outright, but fans swear she's dropped a few cryptic comments that seem pointed. Nothing too loud, but definitely loud enough for the internet to catch on. Naturally, social media lit up. People started combing through old footage, lyrics, and interviews like they were part of the FBI now. Back when Justin first posted the rose tattoo, it wasn't just one post. He gave us a full-blown rollout. First, a close-up of the tattoo, then a short video of him getting it inked, and finally, a mirror selfie showing off the final result. But here's what fans noticed almost immediately in pics he posted earlier that same day. The tattoo wasn't there, which means he probably got it that day and wanted to share it with the world immediately. Like it meant something, or someone. And cue the Helena Theories Justin Selena round 1 million. Fans jumped online in seconds to analyze the smallest details. That faint-ass shape in the rose, yet Twitter turned into a crime lab. One user even posted, "Wait, isn't he married like? Are we seriously doing this right now?" Even radio stations and blogs like 100 and 3.5 Kiss FM picked up the story, echoing what everyone was already thinking. Did Justin Bieber just immortalize Selena Gomez on his neck? For a lot of fans, it wasn't even a question. They saw the rose and instantly thought Selena. Not just a pretty flower, but a hidden message to the one who got away. Because let's not forget, this isn't the first time Justin got inked for her. That portrait of Selena on his arm's still there, still very visible. And sure, over time he tried to shade it over, but the face is still recognizable. Fans haven't forgotten, and clearly, neither has he. Now, to be fair, not everyone is buying into the rose theory. Some people think the S shape is just a stylistic flourish. Others think the whole thing is a reach. But let's be honest, when it comes to Justin and Selena, people will always read between the lines. Because for the longest time, that's where their story lived. In the subtleties, in the lyrics, in the glances. Even in his DQ behind-the-scenes tattoo tour, Justin talked about that Selena tattoo. And things got noticeably awkward. He admitted it was her. And he admitted he tried to cover it up. "I tried to kind of shade her face, but people still know," he said, sounding half resigned, half exhausted. But here's the thing. If you're really over someone, why are you still explaining the tattoo you got for them? Why not laser it off completely or just stop bringing it up? That's why fans think it's deeper than he lets on. Because no matter how much he wants to move forward, he's still marked literally be the past. And we haven't even gotten to the relationship dynamics. Justin and Hailey have been putting on a united front, but fans have spotted the cracks. Remember that viral clip where they were at a public event, and Hailey walked off looking visibly upset, while Justin kept dancing solo? That wasn't exactly a great look. Add that to the lingering tattoo speculation, and suddenly the marriage starts to feel a little shaky. Insiders say Hailey's been stressed watching Justin take heat from fans and tabloids. Whether it's media spin or social media drama, she's stayed by his side. But seeing your husband caught up in theories about his ex again has to be emotionally exhausting. Especially when he shrugs off the rose tattoo, meaning like it's nothing, but also keeps her portrait visible on his arm. It sends mixed signals. And fans aren't letting go of the idea that Justin might still be emotionally tethered to Selena. This isn't just some old fling. It was nearly a decade of off and on, of heartbreak and reunion. No matter who else they dated the week, Kendall Jenner, it was always Galena that kept people hooked. So when fans look at that rose, they don't just see ink. They see a memory, a love story, a what if. And maybe that's what Justin sees too. Maybe the rose isn't a goodbye. Maybe it's a quiet way of saying, "I still remember." Even if he's married now. Even if life moved on. Some stories, some feelings, don't fade as cleanly as we want them to. And if you're Hailey, that's got to be a hard truth to live with, competing not just with a memory, but with literal ink on your husband's skin. So what do you think? Is the rose tattoo just a design Justin liked? Or is it a hidden message to the one who's always lingered in the background of his life? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're dying to hear what you think. And if you liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive. I post updates like this every week, bringing you the drama, the secrets, and the stories behind your favorite celebrities. Until next time, you keep watching, keep wondering, and remember, in Hollywood, nothing is ever just skin deep.